Hey, girl. Happy Thursday, friend. Let me get this shared in a couple of different places right quick. Happy Thursday, honey. I can't believe the week is going on by. It seems like the week's been going by fast. All right, let's get into it today. When I first get on the live, I have to change the settings so that I can make it public because StreamYard has share it to where it's just my friends. Happy Thursday. Okay, there y'all go. Hey, happy Thursday. Y'all already know how we do. Introduce yourself down in the chat. Say hey in chat. What's up? Happy Thursday. I am feeling so good this morning. I know the other day I got on the live before I got on. I was like, oh Lord, have mercy. Jesus. I was so tired. But happy Thursday. Friend is in here today. We're gonna be talking about something now. I use Chat GPT a lot in my business. Now I ain't gonna lie. If you done seen me, you done seen Chat GPT. Okay. But I want to talk about this idea of using Chat GPT word for word. Like, is it a life hack? Does it depend on what you use it for? Like, if you use it for an ebook and the whole thing is Chat GPT, is that a life hack or is that just straight up unethical? I want to talk about it. I also want to talk about how you use Chat GPT in your business. I want your thoughts. I want your opinions. Welcome to the show. Happy Thursday. Introduce yourself down in the chat. We got Laura in the building. Hey, Laura, from the hometown, my hometown. So welcome in. Hey. Happy Thursday. We're going to get into it today. And I know it's more people following in. We're live on TikTok and Instagram too. So I have to make sure I check their comments because I want to know your thoughts about this idea of using Chat GPT, honey. For real. Okay, so let's dive into the first topic about using Chat GPT in your business. Laura said Memphis is in the building. Memphis is always in the building for real. Love my girls. Okay, friend. Do you use Chat GPT in your business? Do you use Gemini? What else they got out there, child? Do you use it in your business? And I want to hear about this. Okay, baby Delilah said, let's talk about it today. Let's talk about it because there are a lot of ebooks in the marketplace and they are straight up AI. I ain't mad at it, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what you think about it as a business owner, and I also want to talk about what you think about it as a consumer. Do you feel robbed when you get an ebook on how to make $60,000 and that thing is straight up Chat GPT? Okay, Delilah says Birmingham stand up. Okay, Laura says she doesn't really use AI tools, but she's looking forward to maybe learning. Okay. Delilah said, and do. That's my free assistant, and is. Okay, because my Chat GPT work for me full time. Okay. They be like, look now, you used all your responses to 8:39 tonight. You can come back then. Or maybe you don't use Chat GPT in your business or AI tools. But I know I do. And even when I think about doing the show daily, I just think about stuff that's going on in my life and my business, okay? Because I'll be wearing it out. I'm already out of responses, and this 11:04. Ty says, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Ty. Shout out to the Concord Club. Also, make sure you drop your business down in the chat. I see Rashana's. I'm about to read hers. Rashana says, I use Chat GPT heavy for an outline because, baby, it be lit. Okay? Baby, Chat GPT got A1 credit with me. Okay? For real. All right, we got Rashana down in the business. Let us know what type of business you have. We want to see you. We want to celebrate you. And the point of the show is we're conquering a lot behind closed doors as business owners. So this is going to be our spot in the mornings to talk about this stuff. Okay. So Rashana says, hey, everyone. My name is Rashana Daniels, owner of Beautiful Vacations. I specialize in group trips for an experience My latest trip will be to Disney in 15 days. I cannot wait. Be sure to follow me to witness the experience. I love that. Yes, Disney. Baby, Disney is a pretty penny and it is so worth it. Like Disney is truly worth it for real. Do you use Chat GPT in your business? Do you use AI for them emails? Y'all know for them content ideas. Do you use it to plan stuff in your business? Like Chat GPT, this is what I'm trying to do. What should I do for the week? What do you use it for? And make sure you tell us what type of business you have because somebody else may be looking and be like, dang, that's a good idea. Or we just simply want to know about your girl. We want to know about what you got going on. Okay. All right. So Laura says it's okay to use it, but put your own twist with it. Okay. So, and this is where I want us to have a deeper conversation too in the show today, because do you think that it's okay to use an AI tool, but you need to put your own twist on it? Or are you like, hey, that thing straight as is. Okay. I read through it and I was like, God dang, this thing sound bad to me. And not copy and paste that thing, okay? And I'm not mad at that. I thank y'all so much. I see you, Jeremiah, on TikTok. Thank y'all for tuning in. Baby, Ty says, I definitely use chat for ideas, okay? For real. I know I do, baby. I be turning it up. I told y'all I'm out of free responses right now. Ty says, the Conquer Club. Shout out to the Conquer Club. Yeah, if y'all love these conversations, we do this behind closed doors every Tuesday night inside the Conquer Club, honey. We have to conquer it together, girl. Because it's hard out here for business owner. Allison says, hey, I am a Chat GPT user. I am in love with AI. However, it should be a helper, not a closer. You need to make sure it will at least sound in writing how you would speak aloud. I can tell. Okay, now you bringing up a good point, and I'm about to get to the comments because I see some more. Now you know, she said I can tell when this Chat GPT. Cause man, one thing about Chat GPT, she gonna give you some emojis. She be trying to spruce it up, girl. Okay, Rashana says I use it to plan my content. It mapped out 30 days of high converting content that makes people stop scrolling and ready to buy. Wow. Wow. And Rashana has been crushing it in her sales. We know that. If you're in the Conquer Club, you know Rashana been crushing it in her sales. Okay. And she's using ChatGPT as a tool. Do you use it in your business? What are you using it for right now? I know I use it for everything, child. I be talking to it like, girl. All right, Delilah says, I own a feminine health and wellness and entertainment company. I'm that friend you never knew you needed because what I'm not going to do is lie to you. What dang, girl? Oh, tell us about what that means for your business. I know you do feminine health and wellness and entertainment. I'm that friend you never knew you needed because what I'm not going to do is lie to you. Now, that's a heck of a pitch, girl. Tell us more, though, because we don't want to. I know what you do, but I want the ladies in the chat to know what you do. Laura from Memphis. Laura says, Laura's Kids Spa in the building. Y'all know those cute kid spas that y'all see with the little setups and they can make like a little sleepover out of it. That's what Laura does in Memphis. So if you're in the city or around there, make sure you click on her name and follow her. And baby, give your girl or your daughter, your niece or somebody. Now, not no whole bunch of grown drunk folks playing past the Hennessy now. This is for the kids. Even though that do sounds like a time, okay? Okay, Delilah says you definitely got to put your own twist on it. Yeah, because sometimes it will give robot. Sometimes it will get hi. Like, girl, don't play with me. I must be out of free responses. She said, I use chat. Her name is Chat. Yes, baby. We call her Little Chat in the Conquer Club. Rashana said it also has helped me be accountable for my lives. I be having to go live and don't even know it. You know, I saw that they have, and I haven't played around with this, even though I personally like ChatGPT, so that's the one that I use every day. But I saw that they have like a task feature. I haven't played around with it, so I'm sure I'm behind the curve. I need to go learn it. They have like a task feature where it can actually like remind you to do stuff. Is that what you're talking about, Rashana? Ty says it's okay to use chat, but not word for word. Okay, we got another one. She's saying don't use it word for word. I feel like you still have to humanize it and give it your personality. Okay. So are you team use it word for word, or are you team you need to humanize it? I definitely see what you're saying. All right, we got Jay Listen in the building. Thank you for tuning in, girl. Welcome to the show, honey. She says, "Ooh, baby, she finna give it to y'all." She said it's unethical and plagiarism because we are not allowing ourselves to think. It takes away conversation and process to grow. It's laziness and it destroys our own brilliance and worth. It makes us believe that someone or something else's thoughts are better than what God provides us through prayer, His word, and even people through wisdom, teaching, and guidance. We can do all things through Him who gives us strength. Wow. So Jay Lissa is saying, and this is why I wanted to have this conversation. I know y'all can't see my face, but I want y'all to be able to read this comment. And this is just for us to talk about because we're all business owners and we're leveraging Chat GPT in our business. We're leveraging AI tools in our business. Even if you don't know how to use it fully, we're using it. And so I want to hear what other business owners are doing because I'm seeing how I use it in my everyday. And I also want to know what you think as a consumer, right? If you buying a ebook on something and it's AI generated, do you agree with Jay Lissa saying that it's unethical and it's plagiarizing? Because you're not even allowing yourself to think. You're taking someone else's thoughts and putting it together. And of course, we've heard from a lot of other people here who says that they truly use it for so many things, sometimes word for word. Is that ethical? Does that mean you understand your business? Is this a cheat code? Or is it cheating? It's 2025. AI is here to stay. What do you think? Baby, is it Danye? She said, baby, I love it. It's my best friend. I feel you. She says, I love it. It's my best friend. So do you use it? Do you use it word for word? Or do you use it as an outline and you kind of fill it in? Because you know that thing will be giving robots. All right, we got Ivana in the building. Make sure you introduce yourself, ladies. I'm so happy to see y'all. I think like Danya and Jay Lissa, I don't think I've ever met y'all before, seen y'all before. So welcome in, y'all. Keeping up with the Johnsons. I see you on TikTok. What's up, y'all? Okay, so Ivana says, my name is Ivana. I am a social media business coach. I have to use chat to help me with ideas for my clients because they are all of different industries. So it sounds like Ivana is taking what she knows and using Chat GPT as a tool to help her brainstorm for different industries as a social media business coach. Delilah says she is team humanize your AI. She said, ain't no copy and pasting, boo. Put your little human on that thing. This is a good topic. This is a good topic. And y'all know we have two different hats that we have to wear, right? We have to wear the hat as a business owner and we have to think as a consumer. Okay, we're gonna get into it a little bit more because I want to take it a step further. All right, we got Allison in the building from again Memphis. Allison says, "Hey all, I am Allison, the owner of Print and Go Printables, where every child's ability level is most important. I ensure every printable and digital game is fun and helps pre-K through first graders build early reading readiness. It's a no prep, easy to use way to remove the tears out of homework and bring back the love for reading to kids." I love it. You know what that made me think of? If Johnny had 5 hours, Allison says, no more. No more. It's like having a parent that you be getting the answer wrong. They be like, what? You be like, girl, I don't know. Todd says, just put a little human on it. People can tell when it's straight Chat GPT. Mm, mm. Allison says if you use anything that is not your own, word for word, it's considered plagiarism. I can agree. However, I'm in doctoral school and AI can be utilized as a citation source now. Wow. Baby, that we came a long way from when we was in school. I think it's a tool for support. AI doesn't have the needed humanity. I actually did a job as an AI educational writer. Wow. Allison says if it's not word for word, it's considered plagiarism. Now, let me ask y'all this too, because I feel this. But y'all know also when you think about the idea of like white label, like how many of us have heard of a tool like PLR? Where people have taken, and this is still something in the marketplace that's happening, right? Across all industries, where there is a white label ebook or template or something, and I can go buy the rights to it, slap Conquer on it, and sell it. And that's been going on for long before AI was even a thing and a tool to use. So was that wrong and unethical too? Because people been making money off us like that for a long time now. Now I know that with all them high ticket coaches and all the other races of coaches and some of our too, that whole white label, that's been a thing for a long time too. You know? What's up, girl? Is it Jenny or Janai? Jenny? She says, hey y'all, what's up, girl? Happy Thursday. Okay, so let's get into a boss move or hot mess. Y'all know we are here every weekday at 11 a.m., honey. Noon for the East Coast girls, talking about things that we have to conquer behind closed doors as an entrepreneur, consistency, confidence, the tools that we use, the stuff that we got to deal with emotionally. This is going to be our place, y'all, where I want us to come and talking about where we're conquering. And I want to see you. I want to know what type of business you got, girl. You know, yeah. Baby, okay. Okay, I'm about to get to the comments. Is it a boss move or a hot mess? An ebook or digital product that is 100% copy and pasted from AI tools. What do you think? Is it a boss move or is it a hot mess? An ebook or digital product that is 100% copy and pasted from AI tools. Chat GPT, create me an ebook that teaches how to do this. And you know she gonna give it to you. She said, okay, here's the ebook that she gonna give it to you. Is it a boss move or is it a hot mess as a business owner to be doing this? What do you think? Kendra says, hello. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, hey. Allison says it's a hot mess. Rashana says it's a hot mess. Ty says it's a hot mess if it doesn't include your personal experiences or ideas. Laura says definitely a hot mess. Wow. So far, that's a 100% hot mess that we have in the chat. What do you think? Is it a boss move or is it a hot mess? You're creating an ebook, you're creating a template, you're creating a digital product that you intend to sell, and it is 100% copy and paste from your AI tools. What do you think? Do you do this? Judea says, I think if you train your AI to sound just like you can edit the copy, you good. If not, it's a hot mess. And everyone can tell it's AI anyway. This is another time that we've heard people in the chat saying, we can tell it's AI anyway. Laura says it's not yours. So it's definitely a hot mess. What do you think? Allison says, especially if you do not review it, because sometimes it could be written in the wrong voice and some things might not align. What do you think? Is it a boss move or a hot mess as a business owner in 2025 to be creating ebooks, templates, digital products, and you've gotten it word from word from your Chat GPT or your favorite AI tool? Jenny says it's a hot mess. Yeah. Laura said you ain't creating nothing. Definitely a hot mess. Wow. Now, I didn't know y'all was gonna come hot mess like this because I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it's a hot mess. I'm not mad at it. Now, Bay is in the chat. My husband is here. He says it's a hot mess. He said you are betraying and cheating your brand. Wow. So Judea says, oops, she forgot her intro. I'm Dia, the marketing maven mama. I help people market their events with print experiences and strategic consulting so you can sell out seamlessly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got the East Coast in the building. So glad that you're here, Judea. Oh, listen, baby. Okay, let's dive into this for 2 minutes. Do you got 2 minutes for me? I think that this is 100% a boss move. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Now, here's the thing. I think it's levels to this. I think it's levels to this. I think that that's my caveat. I think it's levels to this. I use Chat GPT word for word for many of the templates and kits. I'm going to say, for example, like that I use in the Conquer Club. But I use it for all of my emails, all of my onboarding, all of my offboarding, all of my coaching notes, pretty much everything. I do word for word. I do. Now, here's the thing. I don't have ebooks and stuff like that for sale. So I don't sell it. Okay. Laura says, see, I like hubby. He got integrity. I feel that. But I also think that I have, here's why I don't think it's a hot mess. And it's just my take and my experience. I think because I know what to ask it to say. I know what you need from this strategy. I know so much about the information. I'm just using it as a tool to take it out of my brain onto paper, quick, easy, straight to the point, and that's it. What do you think? Now, that's just me. So if you're in the Conquer Club, now should I be admitting this on here to my audience? Well, hey. Allison says she's going to play a little devil advocate. And if you're just joining the show, Alan is in a doctoral program. She's done some AI training and writing. So I want to hear more about what you think on this topic before I dive into the chat again. Boss move or hot mess, an ebook, a digital product, a template is 100% copy and paste from an AI tool. Ivana says, listen, I think people have been getting, I think people been getting other resources to do things like this prior to AI. That's true. Delilah says the people who saying hot mess, have you ever tried it or trained Chat GPT? Please go to my page. I'm sure you cannot tell. This is a good topic. And I could lean towards each side in different scenarios in my business. Now, creating a Facebook post, my Chat GPT ain't there yet, but because I talk to mine so much, I use the voice function and I literally talk to mine. I don't just type to it. Man, it's caught up pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I feel y'all though. Because I think as a consumer, you have a different viewpoint and perspective. Allison says, because you can also have to take time to research AI and out it together for and put it together for it to sound how you want it to. So maybe a little messy, but not piping hot, but lukewarm mess. So ain't no piping hot mess, but it's a lukewarm mess. I like that. That's good. Ivana says AI is just free and accessible. You can't make me think all these resources are quote unquote self made. Child, now let me tell y'all something. Now, I think this is a hot mess. My mother in law, she is so sweet, y'all. She is so sweet. I was at her house and she had a book. She had got a book from this girl. I guess she's like a life coach, right? I opened up that book. I looked at it. I knew instantly Chat GPT. You know the way Chat GPT will say, number one, I said, now she need her butt kicked. Because that was just taking it too far. Like, so I get why people are saying hot mess because there are some situations where it's just taking it too far. Like, to me, that's just greed. That is plagiarism. That is, you don't even have the intentions of truly helping somebody. And I feel like that's what makes the difference too. She said, well, yours ain't a hot mess. Everybody else's be a hot mess. Uh, Kendra said, baby, if you want a personal experience, book a one-on-one. Y'all are funny. That's funny. Allison says, Deb, when I say I can tell, it really depends on if the person actually speaks and has lives. Oh, that's true. The reason I could tell is because the language in the writing doesn't match their language or vocabulary in real time. For example, one of the school board members here in Memphis, and that's all I'm going to say. Ooh, ooh. We got our shades for the shade. Okay, we got our conquer shades for the shade. Okay, girl. Okay. A lot of us think that it's a hot mess to be copying and pasting AI tools. I can't call it a hot mess. I can see how some people are taking it too far where they are being unethical and creating content using the AI tool when that's not truly where you have expertise. So, as a consumer, would you feel cheated if you heard the business owner admit that? Let's say you follow a financial planner because we was talking about the financial planners yesterday, and we were there's a lot of back and forth about that. So if you follow a financial planner, this person says there's a millionaire, blah blah blah. We know it's so many of them, right? And you said, well, dang, they have an ebook on investing or whatever, and you purchase it, and it was good. It's a good purchase. And you get on Facebook, and the first thing you see them say is, I created this ebook with Chat GPT and I sold it to 250 people. It made $50,000. Y'all know how I go. As a consumer, do you feel cheated? What do you think? Do you feel cheated when you hear the brag, or them even mention it? That was all Chat GPT. And the product was good. Went bad. Went bad at all. I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? This is a good question. It's fair. And I foresee more of this happening. Does it make a difference if you know or don't know? Are you just like you just don't want to know? Like, don't tell me, baby. If I'm satisfied, just let me be. Let me be over there in the corner. Hey y'all on TikTok. I see you, JB. Hey y'all. So the question is, as a consumer, would you feel cheated if you heard that person, that coach, that financial planner, that tax strategist, that mentor, you bought that ebook from them, you bought that outline from them, you bought that template from them, and then you get online and they're bragging or saying, "Oh, baby, that was all Chat GPT. I sold hundreds of them. Yay, me." As a consumer, do you feel cheated? Ooh. Rashana says, if they can't provide me with any knowledge on the product, you are a fraud and you're using ChatGPT. Yeah, I think we agree with that for sure. Allison says, no, I wouldn't if I had success with the item I purchased. People exaggerate all the time when selling a lot of items. Not always, but some. They were just a good salesperson. Wow. So Allison is saying, if she has success with the item, she ain't mad at you. Baby, go on Chat GPT your way to the top. So JB on TikTok said, I wouldn't feel cheated. Wow. Okay. Y'all are saying that y'all would not feel cheated with that purchase. Rashana says, I asked you a question. Now, if I ask you a question and you can't tell me about it, it's tacky. Ass. I feel you. So Laura says, nope, I don't feel like I'm cheating if I gain the information I'm paying for. Okay. Ivana says she agrees with Allison. JB said the person obviously did what I didn't want to do. That's just what it is. So I'm cool with that. Okay. Okay. So this is interesting. So from today's show, what we've learned is when it comes to Chat GPT, as business owners, a lot of us are feeling that it's not the best idea for us to be copying and pasting. We need to be humanizing it a bit some. But as consumers, we don't feel robbed even when we know it's Chat GPT because we got out of it what we needed. I want us to think about that for a second. And this is why y'all know sometimes I just try to not to give my perspective. I just want to create a almost like a living room where we can just have these conversations every day. This is why I was saying earlier that I'm not mad at using Chat GPT and AI tools to just move faster and more efficient if you actually know what you're talking about. Because I know for a fact my consumer, as long as they get out of it what they came for, they ain't really tripping like that. Like they I'm tripping off for it more than they are. And I feel like what we're saying now kind of proves that. We're like, well, they knew what to say. They know how to put it together. They knew all this that I didn't know. So, baby, shoot, I guess. Just something to think about. JB on TikTok, shout out to the people that are watching on TikTok, says, as a business owner and a virtual assistant, so JB is a virtual assistant. She says, I use Chat GPT for quote unquote ideas. If my clients need something I just can't think of, I use Chat GPT, but also adds a little human. She said, I'm too nosy. I got to know every moving part. Yeah, I feel you though. I mean, and I feel like this is where there's no right or wrong answer here. Because are there going to be people that take it too far? Yeah. There are going to be people who take it too far and say, oh, I'm going to decide today that I'm a nutritional coach, which that's your right. Can't nobody tell you that you can't hop online and be whatever you want to be today. This is the law of pretend. So if you want to come on and do whatever, hey, I just got on and just say, hey, I'm gonna start going live every day. I mean, that's your right. But we have people that's just gonna take it too far. But Allison said, baby, some people just be good salespersons. So JB says, yes, that makes sense. I let my clients know this was AI generated. I don't. All you need to know is this is property of Conquer with them, and you better not trademark my AI stuff. Child. Yeah, I feel y'all though. I do. But I feel y'all the idea of doing business with integrity, and I feel like that's probably the deeper conversation that we're having right now is making sure that we're all on the same page about being business owners that have integrity. Okay. Allison says, hey, in education as a teacher, we call it collaboration. LOL. Chat GPT is just a collaborator. That's a good perspective. You do have to have an intelligence with the questions you ask it. Chat GPT does help dig deeper, but you should still tweak things. I feel you. Using it as a collaborator. I think that that's the approach that we probably, yeah. JB says, I like that perspective on TikTok. I do too. I like that. I like that perspective. Okay. What's up, Chloe? Shout out to all of the girls inside the Conquer Club. We talk about Chat GPT some, but I know most of us inside the Conquer Club do use Chat GPT. We do. I know I do. Telling y'all, I hope when this live go off, I'm gonna refresh my free responses because I'm out of them. I ain't looked to see what time. They be like, you can use them at 12:32. I be like, all right, well, let me go eat then. Because this free version ain't it. Not the same. Chloe says, I love ChatGPT to eloquently package my thoughts together. That's real. Baby, it will sort your thoughts. So, okay. I am loving this conversation so much. Seriously. She says ChatGPT is great for text-based things. You gotta know real, you gonna know this knowledge is real when I talk. Clock that T. I ain't mad at you. Since I use the Apple version, free version, and don't right now. Oh, child, I'm gonna have to write that down, honey. I really am. So y'all know every Tuesday night we are inside the Conquer Club. That's a space where you come to build your own community. If you love these conversations, y'all, we conquer together behind closed doors. We build our own communities. The ladies there, they're talking about their own live streams, what they're selling to their audience, opportunities they're having, and we show up for each other every day behind the scenes. So take a look at the Conquer Club.
Me, the Conquer Club is a sisterhood. I didn't know a lot of these ladies. I have truly made connections, real friendships, bonds. I've cried with these ladies. It elevated my business so much. Just putting a foot on the gas and stomping on necks, like literally. I'm really proud to be a part of this space, and I think this is what entrepreneurs need.
Yeah, so that's just a little bit about the Conquer Club. Y'all, when we talk about the idea of wake up and conquer, I want us to do that together. We're streaming everywhere right now. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn. So if you want to come in closer, you like these conversations, you want to build your own community, you're chasing your own opportunities. We also have the Conquer Conversations podcast, which is on Apple Podcasts and Spotify every Tuesday. And we have the Conquer Club. And of course, y'all know we have our in-person events, which is Conquering Cocktails. Y'all, the goal is I want us to wake up and conquer every day. This is a lot that we doing, y'all. If you got a business, this is a lot. It is a lot. Me and my husband literally sat down this morning. We are both in a season of overflow and flourish in our business, and it's such a blessing. But we have to remind ourselves, man, you got to take a second because it is a lot, right? And so I just want a space where we can come and we can talk about it, see some different perspectives. And we're going to wrap today's show up with the final question that I have for you. I want to do a little give and take here because we've been talking about Chat GPT today, and I know how I use it in my business. So I want to know, is there anybody in the chat? Y'all can help a friend out here. What are some bomb Chat GPT prompts that you're using to grow your business? I know one that I started using in my business about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I swear I have not had a week without sales since then. Yeah, I was like, nah, I got to talk about this on the show because I know this thing ain't coming like this. What are some bomb Chat GPT prompts, baby? Sister's getting tongue tied today that you use to grow your business. And I want to share mine before we wrap up today. Ooh. Wow. Judea says she asked her Chat GPT, what is keeping me from being a millionaire today? Woo! Nah. God dang. Nah. Hey now. Woo. Whoa. I have now me and my Chat GPT have talked about our $1 million plan. we have. We have. Wow, that's I bet it's eye opening. That's really dang good. You got me flabbergasted. Let's do a give and take, friends, before we wrap up today's show. What are some bomb Chat GPT prompts you use to grow your business? Let's share with the other women business owners who are listening in and needing to get into the AI world. Wow, she said yes, definitely. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I did something similar about asking my Chat GPT. You can ask it like, why don't I make sales every day? How can I make sales daily? And the only thing is you got to be prepared for it to tell you to do other stuff rather than just post on social media. I asked mine, what metrics should I be tracking in my business daily, weekly, and monthly? Changed my world. I said, what metrics should I be tracking daily, weekly, and monthly in my business? Change the game for me. And baby, ain't had nothing to do with social media likes. That's completely irrelevant to my whole back end. Rashana says her favorite prompt is create a high converting. Y'all screenshot this stuff because this is good, man. Rashana's been killing it in her sales. She says her favorite prompt is create a high converting 30-day content calendar that touches on social media pillars, educational, entertainment, social proof, etc., that will stop your scroll and turn consumers into buyers. Dang. That's good. Somebody might screenshot that girl. And if you go on Rashana social, baby, you ain't refreshing without seeing her. She ain't playing with it. JB on TikTok says, I created a strategy matrix that changed everything for me. I love that. Here's the thing about using ChatGPT. We hear a lot about content prompts and stuff like that. And I love where JB and Rashawn is saying, I'm not actually using it just for the content. I want to hear the thought process behind it. That's good. Allison says the other day I asked ChatGPT, what are parents looking for from my print and go business from the perspective of them as a consumer? It gave me a great suggestion. I love that. I love that. We always talk about putting your consumer hat on sometimes, business owners. Y'all know that's why I'm a big fan of, hey, ask your consumers what they like the least. Ask them what they like. Talk. This is another reason why I do the show. And I did a podcast episode on this Tuesday. Being in the trenches with your community and knowing about your consumer will change the data and the numbers in your business. JB says, yes, the reasoning has to make sense. Yes, 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 yes. Rashana says, clients come to me more often instead of chasing them. Great conversation. Great conversation. JB on TikTok says, I use ChatGPT to find speaking gigs for my clients. It gave the event and the email to the person. Ooh, baby. Don't play with it. I've done that. Use Chat GPT for lead generation. Hey, Chat GPT, you know all about my Conquer Conversations podcast, my Wake Up and Conquer show. I want to go on a podcast tour this summer. Can you see what podcasts align with my mission? Da da da. See who the contact person is and put it inside a table that I can track in my Monday.com. And you know that little dot gonna get the boop, boop, that thing gonna get the thinking. Y'all know it. Hey, you know how I do it, get the thinking. Next thing you know, I'll be like, dang, my Chat GPT, no, I use Monday.com. So whatever you spit out, make sure I can put it in my Monday.com. Great conversation. Said exactly like that. Great conversation today, y'all. Great conversation today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If this was your first time here, tap the screen, welcome in. We are here every weekday. We stream on your favorite platform. So wherever you like to be, I will be there tomorrow with you too. I want to be there with you as you conquer your day. Hopefully, this gave you something to reflect on or a tool that you can use to grow your business. So we're here every weekday. We're going to wrap up the show. Third week of the show tomorrow on Friday, y'all. And y'all know Friday is all about bragging on ourselves. So I want to hear about what did you conquer. I want you to come in tomorrow with some turned up energy, ready to brag about yourself and your business. And y'all already know the vibes. When you wake up tomorrow, make sure you conquer something. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, ladies.